mine sort of considers himself a bit of a film critic, like major movie buff and a film critic, and he's always very quick to the other day he phones me up and he was like, hey, I didn't have anything to do the other day. I went to rent a video and I rented that movie, Dude, Where's My Car? And man, was it stupid. What'd you expect, Like, what'd you think going in? It's like, man, this movie is going to change my life. I think renting movies with people can often be quite a pain in the ass because people are always very quick to make suggestions of movies. Like you'll be there, it's like, hey, we should get this movie. This movie's supposed to be good. Hey, this movie, we should get this. This is supposed to be good. Hey, this is supposed to be good. And after a while, you just want to say, hey, you know what? Every movie is supposed to be good. There isn't a director out there that says, hey, I'm not doing anything for the next 6 or 8 weeks. Hey, why don't we make a piece of shit, huh? This will be fun, won't it? Every movie is supposed to be good, but 85% of them just don't turn out that way. Miss Congeniality was supposed to be good. Mission Impossible 2, supposed to be good. Every Pauly Shore movie, supposed to be good. The new Star Wars movie was really supposed to be good. By the way, every one of my shows are supposed to be good. But 85% of them don't turn out that way. Go ahead, ask Sudbury. They love me. They love me in a sort of we want our money back sort of way. Yeah, I can do that to a room. I like to think of it as a skill, but a lot of other people think of it as the thing that's holding them back. Let's see, we had there was a drug bust a little while ago in the city of Toronto. And here are the details. There were 2 houses, there was no phone bill and no cable bill, but a hydro bill right through the roof. Okay, so the cops bust this place, and what do they find? They find $6 million worth of marijuana. $6 million worth of marijuana. That's a lot, right? It is. Just trust me. 6 million. 6 million of anything's a lot, right? But now, okay, the question that I always have is, we have such a huge deficit in this country that, why is it always such a big problem about how we're going to solve it? Fill that big deficit hole. Well, hey, I just think I found $6 million that you can throw right in there. Because why doesn't the government get that weed and sell it back to the people? Because I don't care where I buy my pot from. I just want to buy it and smoke it and do my own thing. Can you dig it, baby? And also, I think the government should stop making pennies. Just stop making pennies for a few years. No one's gonna notice. No one gives a rat's ass about pennies. Nobody's like, hey, have you seen the new 2001 penny? It's just like every other penny out there. I've seen bums throw away pennies, okay? Stop it. Nobody's gonna care. I'm so excited about the penny idea. Man, I am full of good ideas. I always say that people, when they're under the influence of certain drugs, they get inspired or they get ideas. But I noticed that whenever people are under the influence of cocaine, somehow every idea that they get always involves more cocaine. It's like, okay, I got a great idea. Okay, this is my great idea for a movie. This is my idea for a movie. What we first got to do is we got to get some cocaine. Okay, then after that, this is what we're after we get some cocaine, then we'll buy a camera, and then we'll get more cocaine. And then we'll take the money for the camera, and then we'll sell that, and then we'll get some more cocaine. That'll give us enough time to write a script, right? We need a script, don't we? Because like people get paranoid. People get paranoid under the influence of certain drugs. And I always like it whenever people try to get think that the cops have tap their phone line, and then they start getting all sneaky and they try to invent a code to fool the police. This is gonna get good, man. Oh man, I got a good one now. So here's a typical example of someone trying to do a drug code, because the codes tend to get so crisscrossed and mismatched that you have no idea what the guy's talking about in the first place. Here's a typical call that a friend of mine might use. It's like, hey, Dave, man, it's me, John. It's me, John. And there's this buddy of mine, and he's going to the laundromat, and he can get a grass stain out of your pants, but he can only get a quarter of it out for $90. Say, are you trying to sell me a quarter ounce of weed for $90? That's kind of expensive, isn't it? Oh, shit, sorry, I don't know you. I'll talk to you later. See you at the party. So who knows you're going to fool with a code like that, huh? Like you are going to fool anyone to begin with? Like there's some Mounties outside your house in a van just going, oh, there's nothing going on in there. It's just a laundromat. Let's go down the street where they're selling those green Neil Young albums, but only a quarter of the album for $90. Hey, what's going on here? The cops are catching on to what's going on at the end of it. A friend of mine phoned me the other day in a tremendous panic because he grows his own marijuana for medicinal purposes, I'm sure, and he owns a dog. And his dog knocked over his pot plant, and then it ended up eating half of his plant. That's a drag, isn't it? I think so. Now, it's a drag because he doesn't have as much pot as he used to. But, on the plus side, this dog ended up writing an album that will blow your mind. The dog's good. Now the dog's like, oh, I'll go for a walk tomorrow.